Staying on the livestock side of things, if you've tuned into Market Journal over the past several weeks, then you've heard from various experts talking about COVID-19's impacts on livestock, particularly slaughter delays and bottlenecks in the supply chain. UNL ag economist Dr. Azzeddine Azzam has studied the economics of the meatpacking industry for decades. He tells me COVID is forcing us to rethink how we look at consolidation in the meat industry. Remember, only a handful of companies control the U.S. meat market, and when unexpected problems occur, like a pandemic, efficiency can be quickly thrown off track.
That hourglass now, that bottleneck, that little thing in the middle, we always looked at it just because these industries, there are only a few of them. Well, it's become narrower. And the reason it has become narrower, well, now we have a labor issue. And so with worker safety, what you have now, you have people are getting sick and you have workers who are not showing up. I'm hoping that in the future that this is a wake-up call and an education for us consumers that take steak as it is without really thinking about where it comes from. So COVID now has brought to light that in addition to efficiency considerations of meat packing, we really have to look at disruptions in the channel. So all these elements, in my mind, really have put consolidation under a completely different light.
Dr. Azzam also says a post-COVID world presents some interesting scenarios as to how consumers will buy their meat. Will the local community butcher play a bigger role?
What you're really saying is the industry going to go back full circle to where it came from. Because before, when you go back to the 1800s, before the railroads made their way to the Midwest, the relationships were very much local. But again, as technology improved, we looked for efficiencies. I mean, that's what makes this country so well fed. And we spend the smallest proportion of our income on food. And it seems like we're going back to the thinking about what about the local butcher? What about the local? Yeah, that is possible, depending on regulation. And this is something that I don't keep up with, is that perhaps there are regulations out there that makes it difficult probably to develop local slaughter plants or local butchering. I really don't know. This is all going to shake out, and we may go to a system where the locality of food is going to become an attractive proposition. Perhaps people, based on this terrible experience we're going through, they may be willing to give up some efficiencies and be willing to pay more to make sure that their food sources are assured within a smaller geographical area.
And as for how the pandemic could affect Nebraska in the longer term, Dr. Azzam says one of his main focuses will be on the labor market.
If there was one thing that I would focus on, is labor. To ignore labor now, knowing what laborers have gone through, and I'm not just talking about the disease and oh yeah, those things are very important to look at. But how is the market for labor affecting all these the industry and consolidation? For example, is there monopsony in the labor market? Because a lot of these laborers may not have alternative employment, just like farmers sometimes don't have alternative outlets for their cattle and their hogs. And so, to answer your question, I'm going to hopefully focus on the labor market and probably work with some folks in Omaha.
A couple more notes. Dr. Azzam says consumer preferences, technology, and regulation drive the meat industry. And it's important that the system we have in place balances efficiency, market power, and fairness for packers and producers.